Hi everybody, this is David Anderson here from Motorsport Idag podcast. As you can see in the title, it says how to start a podcast. Bear in mind, this is my way and how I go about to start my podcast and how do I also produce my podcast. So, let's get right into it. First of all, I use this. I use a Lenovo portable computer. It's very easy to use, it's very durable, and it's very powerful, at least for what my purpose is. And it's just as simple as that. I use a PC, as you see. It is no Apple, no MacBook Air or anything like that. It works for me, and it's something that I've been using for many years when it comes to going about things in general. It's just something I'm used to using. So let's talk my mic. This is the mic. As you can see, this is a blue snowball. It says blue right there. And it's not that expensive. It's very good. And you can find pretty much anywhere, and it really gives you great sound and everything you basically needs. So the third thing that I would recommend is this, of course. This is, of course, as you can see, it's a sound card. This is a Scarlett 18i6. Sound card I've been using for many years. I've been producing music before I did podcasting, so this sound card has stuck with me ever since, and it's something that you're of course going to need with the computer and with the mic to get the best quality. So let's say that your project now is more or less finished. To jump over to other things here, I use this. So you remember, what is this? Well, this is a Samsung portable DVD burner, and as you can see, you just use an ordinary sort of USB port. You plug it into the computer, and you have a DVD that you just burn it in. You also have two choices. Either you choose to just use it as a storage. The DVD is where you store your files after you're finished with your project, or you just choose to maybe just do a DVD that you can watch back on your Xbox, your PS4, or a DVD player. So that's the equipment that I use. So let's get into what I use to record my podcast when it comes to software in the computer. So as you may know, I use Skype. I use Skype because I think it's very easy. A lot of people have Skype, a lot of people use Skype, and it's something that I think it's just gonna work for you, because it's a very sort of something you can really trust. What else do I use? Yeah, I use a recording software with Unity that works with Skype. It is called Evayer. This is the logo for Evayer, and Evayer basically is just a great software to use, and it's basically because it integrates with Skype and gives you everything you basically need. So how does Evayer specifically work? Well, once you have Skype installed on your computer, Evayer will work with Skype. So whenever somebody answers a Skype call, Evayer sort of reacts to it. Oh, something's happening, and then it starts recording. You can also go into Evayer to create maybe there's an option there where you can create a voice, and that voice will say the call is being recorded basically, and by that time you know that your call is being recorded. So, and then you sort of just can keep on doing your business. That's what I use. And now you might wonder, so what does it mean now? Does this cost me things? Yeah, well, Evayer does cost you. Evayer will cost you $29.95, 26.64 euros, and about 250 Swedish kroner. That's how much Evayer costs. And also you can choose different types of sort of licenses and stuff like that. But if you buy that one for that I mentioned, then you will get the full Evayer, and I would recommend that if you're going to be serious with your podcasting. And also another thing that is very good with Evayer that I don't know if all other Skype recording software actually have is that you can record multiple people with video in a chat room. So you can have you and 2, 3 other friends that are using the camera, and they will record that. And that's how I use my sort of my software to record my podcast, with all these race car drivers, etc., etc. It's very, very easy to use, and you're not going to be disappointed either. So what else do I use? So how do you get the spread? How do you spread your podcast? You might wonder. Well, I use SoundCloud, and I use, of course, a lot of other things, but mainly SoundCloud when I started. So if you're going to start, you have to have a computer, you have to have a mic, you have to have a sound card. If your computer doesn't have a very, very good sound card already in it, then if you don't have the biggest budget, you necessarily don't have to have a separate sound card on the side. You can use the sound card already in the computer, but I would recommend it if you really want good quality. Definitely. So what else? Yeah, you can buy a SoundCloud, and there's, as with Avair, there's different licenses, there's different options, and of course the more expensive option will give you sort of the most, basically. I bought the biggest one because I podcast a lot. I have a lot of footage. As you can see, I try to get as many podcasts out, but still being able to sort of have a private life as well. So that's what I would use. So setting up your podcast, using that is very, very good. SoundCloud is very, very, very easy to use. And yeah, and there's of course other alternatives as well when it comes to recording software. If you want to record, you can use Audacity if you want to add some other voices and stuff into your podcast. So Audacity is completely free. You can download it, you can check it on Google. It's very easy to find, and it's exactly as with all the other things, very easy to use. So that's why I use Audacity when it comes to creating my audio files. What else should we speak about? Yeah, we're into how to spread your podcast. There's numerous different ways you can do that on. You can either choose to use SoundCloud, or you can use Facebook, you can use Twitter, you can use YouTube, you can create a website. However, has created a website, and you can find it. It's called motorsport.podcast.com, that I've set up in cooperation with Surftown. And I would highly recommend you use Surftown, and they will really help you and to get your get everything started for you. So Surftown and WordPress is what I use, and you can go and check it out. It's very easy, but it's going to require some hard work from your side. But when it's finished and when it's up running and working very well, it's going to be a huge reward for you. So that's basically how I use my software. I hope this video has been sort of informal in a good way. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me in the comment section below. Or hit me up on the website or any other places. There's an email address there. If you have questions, I can answer them and try to answer as many as I can regarding this, setting it up. This is a very easy way to do and sort of getting started. And you are the one that set the limit. If you want to have the bar up here, it's going to cost you a little bit more. If you want to have a medium level and feel that you still sort of just, maybe you just want to do it for fun and nothing more. I of course do it for fun as well, but I do it for a more serious purpose. That's the whole point of my podcast. Just keep that in mind. Do it because you think it's funny, and because it gives you something rewarding, and because you really like doing it. And if you ever feel that you want to do something more serious, you can just take step by step and raise your game. This is David Anderson with some information about how I started my podcast. And if you, as I said, have any questions about anything regarding that, just hit me up, and I try to answer as many questions as I can. And thank you for that. And thanks for watching.